Charlie Chaplin. Charles Spencer Chaplin was born in London, England, on April 16, 1889. With an innate ability on stage, Charlie, at only 8 years old, managed to work with a clog-dancing troupe named the Eight Lancashire Lads. But that was short-lived, and Charlie was forced to work for survival. He worked as a news vendor. He worked as a printer. He worked as a toymaker. But with his dream of becoming an actor, between jobs, he would polish his shoes, brush his clothes, put on a clean collar, and make periodic calls at theatrical agencies. Eventually, his persistence paid off, and he made his acting debut as a pageboy in a production of Sherlock Holmes. In 1908, he teamed up with the Fred Karno pantomime troupe, where Chaplin became one of the stars as the drunk in the comedic sketch A Night in an English Music Hall. It was with the Karno troupe that Chaplin first performed in the United States, where he caught the eye of film producer Mack Sennett, who signed Chaplin to a contract for $150 a week. In 1914, Charlie made his film debut and decided to play a single identifiable character, the Little Tramp. Over the next year, Chaplin appeared in 35 movies. In 1915, Chaplin left Sennett to join the Essanay Company, which paid him almost 10 times more, and he began to rise to stardom. During his first year with the company, Chaplin made 14 films, including The Tramp. By the age of 26, Charlie Chaplin was already a superstar. He moved over to the Mutual Company for $670,000 a year, which made him the highest-paid actor at that time. Charlie was now a wealthy man, but it was also with Mutual that he made some of his best work, including One A.M., The Rink, The Vagabond, and Easy Street. Charlie came to be known as a perfectionist. Working with him would mean countless takes, rebuilding of entire sets, and even replacements of leading actors. If one would think things were already quite good for Charlie Chaplin, in the decade of the 20s, he made some of his most iconic movies, like The Kid, The Pilgrim, A Woman in Paris, and The Gold Rush. He married in 1918, remarried in 1924, and then again in 1936. Only when he married the fourth time, in 1943, to Oona O'Neill, the daughter of playwright Eugene O'Neill, he would go on to have a happy marriage with 8 children. Charlie Chaplin continued making movies like Modern Times and Great Dictator, which ridiculed the governments of Hitler and Mussolini. In 1975, Chaplin received further recognition when he was knighted by Queen Elizabeth. Charlie Chaplin died at his home in Switzerland on Christmas Day of 1977, surrounded by his family.